Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running up the 40. Lots of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Bucks. He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
To the air, it's Washington. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Lets it fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Terrapins are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Fires downfield. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work. Oh, he's got some space. The spin, still on his feet. The 30, running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Man, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's
makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Terrapins. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Washington. Now sliding to his left. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete! And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he added the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Salter. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter.
And that's a 1st down for the offense. Here we go. Do the show.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Washington. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Fleming. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Sweet cut there.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Rolling, throwing, looking right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Looking to pass. It's Salter. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Marshall. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back has it. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. A little wrinkle here as they go to the wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hayden. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Bucks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Scrambling away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The give is to Williams. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Another tough run for this offense. I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Rush is on him. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Going to try to get it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Maryland, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Washington. Stands in and takes the hit. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Maryland, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David,
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Working the big fella draw to the corner. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They just keep firing. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Taking it the other way. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Salter. Turns it loose. Got his man to the left. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, there he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The short hands, it's Ray. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Snagged out of the air. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
He throws one to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Salter. Floating away. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble. Has another first down. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucs! And the route is on.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1.
Well, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players now.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
With the catch, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down.
Here we go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
And they get him down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires downfield. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He'll throw on third down. Unleashes one deep. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Spins away from the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DB.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Washington. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Power ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 25.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
From the gun, looking for a man. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And one of the things you're taught as a defensive guy, when you're trying to strip the football, you've got to secure the tackle with one hand, try to get the football with the other, and they're not securing the tackle. I get it, they're trying to go for the fumble, but they got to do a better job executing.
Now on the option, the give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the 1st week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. 1st game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.